and welcome to this week's episode of MT Squared, Minerva's 2-minute tactics for your procurement, which this week comes to you courtesy of Chris Grayling and the Department for Transport, who made headlines last week with the award of 3 contracts for ferry services. The reason it made the headlines is because it was done with no competition. So essentially the contracts are awarded without running a normal procurement process. Now apparently they used Article 32 of the Public Contract Regulations 2015 in order to do this, citing the fact that there was extreme urgency because of the possibility of a no-deal Brexit. That argument may possibly have worked if it wasn't for the fact that actually they had someone working in the Department for Transport purely focused on what would happen in the event of a no-deal Brexit. So of course it was very difficult for them to then argue that they hadn't seen this coming and weren't preparing for it. So, you know, there's been a lot of hoo-ha about this, and there is of course the potential therefore for a challenge against this procurement award. Interestingly, they awarded the contract award notice was published on Christmas Eve, which you could say was a little bit divisive, because of course it meant that over the Christmas period they were probably aware that most places were shut down, and I guess they were hoping it was going to go under the radar and no one would notice. Well, of course somebody did notice, and there has been obviously a proper stink ever since. So really the tactic this week is please make sure that if you are going to use something in the regulations to do something a little bit different from the norm, make sure that you are absolutely nailed on happy that you are able to do it. Take legal advice to do it, and just be careful, because obviously the last thing you want to happen is for a challenge to take place. So that's my tactic for this week. Until next time, soldier on!